for your interest. You're welcome to this demo session where we're going to show you exactly how our platform called Rectangle can help your real estate business. All right, let's get to it. So we both agree that most real estate sales are actually based on trust, and that's exactly why we built Rectangle. Rectangle is designed to position every real estate company that uses this technology as a trustworthy organization, as an organization that does not, mind to be transparent, as an organization that prioritizes customer service, that prioritizes transparency and trust, making sure the customer knows exactly what they are getting into. And in the process, this leads to an increase in sales. So Rectangle is designed to help real estate companies to increase their sales in three major aspects. Number one is to simplify the sales process. That's number one, simplification of the sales process. Number two, increase in sales. Number three, management of every sales related operations. So those are the three things that Rectangle helps with: increasing sales, simplifying the sales process, and management of everything that has to do with sales, every sales related operations. So let's go into how Rectangle does this. I'm going to take it one after the other. Number one, which is the simplification of the sales process. So Rectangle actually uses what is called the satellite imagery technology to create a digital layout, or rather a digital representation of the layout in such a way that the client can now see exactly what they are paying for, the landmarks and everything that is available on the estates that you are buying. So let me show you exactly what that looks like. So take for example, right, you are a real estate company, right, and your estate has been digitized, or you want us to digitize your estate, right? Then you have something that looks exactly like this, for example. Yeah, something that is exactly like this. So this is a digital representation from one of the companies on our platform called Alpha Nobis, for example, right? And this is a layout. Now with these layouts, that means that these links can be sent to any client, and they can come down here, right? They can switch to a street view to see the landmarks that are available in that particular estate. They can also switch back to a satellite view to see how the environment looks like. Now, once that is done, they're able to also see that, for example, here we have a major road right here, we have a community right here as well. So as a customer, I can also zoom in and go over the estates, the plots one after the other. So what does that mean for me as a customer? So take for example, I'm interested in buying this plot, this B12 right here. I'm able to, on the top right corner, see the size of the plot. I'm able to click on the plot. I can read a little bit of information about it, and I can click on either make inquiries about the plot, or I can just reserve right here, which means I want to buy. And when I do that, I put in my information as a customer. I select a password, because while I'm doing this, the system is also creating an account for me as a customer. So let's say I put in a password, I put in my details, and then I accept terms and conditions. If I was referred by someone, I can put in my referral details as well, or I can just click on decline, or I can just click on no if I was not referred by someone. Then I click on submit. Now, the moment I do this, what happens is that I wait for it to load. Now, this is the next thing. Now, immediately, I can click on OK, or I can click on proceed to payment. Now, what I'm doing by reservation is to declare my interest, right? So I can click on proceed to payment right here, and it brings out the invoice automatically. So I see how much I'm meant to pay. The system automatically calculates VAT for companies that want VAT to be added, right? And then the customer is able to see all those details. I can click on the pay now button, and that is where I would be able to see the payment information for the company, or if the company is integrating a payment gateway, I can also have that, right? And as a customer, I can easily make my payment. Now, if I'm making a part payment, for example, for this property as well, that is also applicable. So this makes it easy for me as a customer. And the moment I do that, I'm able to log into my customer dashboard to view my payment history, my payment details, and proceed to processing my documentation from for my asset as well. Now, if you notice that immediately that was done, this particular plot changed from green to yellow. Now that simply signifies that this particular plot has been reserved. Now on this layout right now, the red one stands for plots that have been sold, while the yellow one stands for plots that have been reserved or are in a process of purchase. So as the company now, we can come to our company dashboard right here and just come down to properties, and we come down to estates, and we come down to estates, and we can look at the pending properties to see exactly which reservations are pending. So if you look over here, this is the reservation that we just made. Now if we should approve this reservation right here, this particular plot changes from green, from yellow to red. If someone else were to come to a sold plot, it simply means the system simply wants them that this plot has either been sold or reserved. The same thing for this as well, either been sold or reserved. So that means that as a customer, it is possible for me to get instant allocation. That's the keyword, instant allocation. That means if I'm coming to your office, for example, I'm not coming so that you can allocate to me. I'm coming so that you can show me what I've paid for or what has been allocated to me. And the manual process of having to do all this, send an invoice, send a receipt, that means that it is possible for a customer from seeing the layout to making their purchase, and all that can be done in less than 15 minutes. So you can see that even when it comes to keeping inventory as a company, to know which plots have been sold, which plots are available, this technology does that for you easily. If you look over here as well, you can see that the customer can also see other estates that are available by the same company. If there is a survey or any documents that can support the verification of this land by the government, that's also available. The customer can also click on this to be able to watch a video, right, showing them exactly how to go about all this. Do you understand my point? So the simplification of the real estate sales process becomes a reality. That means as a customer, as a company, it does not have to be complex anymore. Another amazing thing is that it generates invoice easily, instantly, and on the back end you can see that there's a place for invoice right here. And right here you can also see that you see the total amount that is due, total amount that the customer is meant to pay. That means this customer has not paid anything yet. That means as the customer is making payments, there's a reduction in the due amount. And the system also helps you to send reminders 7 days, 3 days, and on the day of payment for customers that are doing installmental payments. This solves that problem easily. Do you understand my point? So when it comes to simplification of the sales process, Rectangle is the platform for you. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is number 2, which is the increase in sales. Now, if you notice that we came here, right now, this is more like our own e-commerce real estate platform, right, where we do verified listing. Now, we as a company also do our own marketing. We also have our own brokerage, right, where we market the estates that are on our platform. That means that you have over 1,000 to 2,000 people marketing your properties for you because because your property is on Rectangle. That's one of the advantage of being on Rectangle. There are people that are marketing your properties for you. We as a company, we are also marketing your properties for you, and that is sure to increase your sales. We have communities of buyers, potential buyers across different profession that we also market your properties to. Now, definitely this comes with other terms and conditions, right? But you can be sure that you are not the only one that is working on your sales anymore. We also partner with you, with our brokerage firm, to work on your sales. So that is how our platform helps you to increase sales. Now, when it comes to management of sales related operations, now Rectangle does not just digitize your estate for you. Another thing that Rectangle does is to give you tools that you can use to manage your sales related operations and general business operations. Number one of that is our accounting system. I've already mentioned the invoice system. We have an inbuilt accounting system where, as a company, you're able to do bank reconciliation, you're able to look at your income, your expenditure, and you're able to generate reports. For example, you're able to generate reports such as your profit and loss statement, your tax summary, chart your invoice versus your expenditures, and all that. As our platform also has an inbuilt CRM where every staff of your company, for example, would have access to upload and update their leads, because we noticed that one of the major issues with real estate companies is the fact that there is no proper lead documentation. And because there's no proper lead documentation, you're leaving money on the table. So let's say, for example, staff A went for marketing and brought in 100 leads. Now, when you don't have a database where those leads are being stored, it means that when staff A is leaving the company, he's also leaving with his lead information. But with a platform like Rectangle, that becomes easier. That does not need to happen anymore. We have other marketing tools such as email marketing as well. We have also a realtor management system where you, as a real estate company, besides the fact that we have a brokerage, you, as a real estate company, all your realtors can now have access to this. Now, what does this mean? It simply means that all your realtors, right, can have an account on Rectangle where they will be able to log in, generate a property link just like this, and send to their customers. Now, what that simply means that it becomes easier for you as a company, right, to process their commissions. Why? Because now you know exactly which realtor is making this sale. And the realtor would also be able to log into his dashboard to look at his sales history. Right? The realtor can also log into his dashboard to look at how much he has sold, to look at his commission history, his spending commissions, and you, as the company, can create different commission plans for different realtors. You understand my point? So when it comes to simplifying the sales process, showing your clients that you are transparent and you are going to give them exactly what they are paying for, Rectangle is the platform you need to use. When it comes to increasing sales, managing your sales related operations, Rectangle is the platform that you need to use. So we are glad that you've been a part of this demo. We want to have you on board. We want to do business with you. So kindly contact us, right? Kindly contact us via WhatsApp through the number that's going to be showed after this video, and we can take up a conversation and look at how we can bring you on Rectangle. Thank you so much for your time. Have a pleasant day.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Please confirm if you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can.
Yes, sir. I can hear you clearly.
Awesome. So you're welcome to today's product knowledge and Rectangle Realtor onboarding program. The video you just watched is a demo showing you what Rectangle does in general and how it benefits currently real estate companies, but there's also a section for realtors to manage your leads, those that you eventually close, to send them. I don't know if you saw that part where you can send them automated reminders. Three, let's say 1 week reminder, 3 weeks reminder, 3 days, just to let them know that their payment is almost due. Maybe they opted for initial deposit. At the end of the month, there's an automated email to ensure that they are always reminded. So, not to take much of our time, I know yesterday we had a very powerful session with our speaker, Mr. Moses Ove. So, if you were here during yesterday's session, please type I was here in the comment section. I was here. I was here. I can see very, very top performing realtors on this program. I can see Mrs. Abigail Boan. I know the last time I I had conversation with her. She was celebrating her birthday in one country, not Nigeria, of course. So I know that we have some some Odogos in the house and Acharugos. So not to take much of our time, I can see a number of people saying I was here, I was here, I was here. Or some Ray, Valoris, Goshen, Michael. So I want us to do this in the next 60 seconds. Take screenshots of what you are watching now, copy the Google Meet link and say we are live. If you are not here, you are missing. Let's have more persons join us. Post in the group and also post on your status or stories to let people know that you are learning. You are learning. I'll quickly share the screen for our today's speaker so that when you screenshot, people can see that the topic of the day and be inspired to join. So quickly, let's do that. Let's take screenshot and share. Um, let's take screenshot and share so as to bring in more persons. Okay, without further ado, one thing that our previous facilitator, I know he was engaged while managing the session, but one thing that I want to do today is read the bio of our speaker today so that we'll catch, we really value this person that is coming to speak with us. I'm hearing the background sound. Okay, I've known where it's coming. Apologies. You know, we played that video on YouTube, so it automatically went into the next video, which wasn't supposed to be. Please confirm if you can still hear me. Let me be sure I am not
Yes,
speaking
sir.
too much.
I can hear you.
Awesome, awesome. So quickly, I'm reading our yes. Let me introduce him properly so we can clap. The guy did it. I was amazed at the session. Yeah, I'm not a novice in the real estate section, but it really opened my mind to more that I could do and I could be in this section. But once again, we are welcome. Oh, okay, my mind is telling me before I introduce our speaker, let's allow some of us to introduce ourselves. Introduce yourself, where you are joining from, and what aspect of real estate you specialize. If it's lands, residential, short-let, rentals, let us know. And then finally, what you are expecting from this onboarding session. What are you expecting from today's session? So let's have random. Anybody can raise their hand, call you, then speak. Let's do that quickly. You can take two or three persons. Introduce yourself. Oh. You don't know if you are single, you don't know that your introduction will just make someone start eyeing you before you do it now. Someone, Mr. Moses is laughing. So let someone should introduce. Rosemary is laughing. So who is going first? Who is going first? You can mute and speak. You can, if you want, you can show your face while doing the introduction, or you can.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, a beautiful day to you. Since
Good
nobody's
morning,
going,
Mr.
I don't know if you guys are too busy with your. Some people are already talking to prospects. They are not ready to unmute now, but that's fine. My name is Jake. Thank you so much, Mr. Joe. Thank you, everyone, for joining. My name is Jake once again, and a beautiful day to you from wherever you're joining in or across Nigeria. I'm currently in Owerri at the moment, Nigeria, and I'm a senior wealth advisor. Just in case you missed the name, I'll say it once more. My name is Jake Ihei. I'm a senior wealth real estate advisor. I basically help clients, smart investors, as well as aspiring investors to invest in strategic real estate investments. Now, it could be lands. At the same time, I also help facilitate home purchases. A lot of number of people are not looking at buying lands and they're looking at, okay, I want to buy homes. We also help, help them acquire real estate homes, dream homes. And aside that, I help facilitate these investment processes in and across Nigeria. Now, across Nigeria and also outside Nigeria. So that's basically, you know, that's just basically it for me. Thank you, Mr. Joe.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jake. Thank you for that powerful introduction. I can see some people are eyeing you already. Screenshot your face. I'm waiting for you to drop your number. Okay, so let's have another person. Let's have another person Who will go next? Who will be introducing themselves? Yes. Rosemary, would you like to introduce yourself? I like your energy. Yes, let's do that quickly so we can move fast. No, we don't have so much time. Okay, I'm saying Amina. Amina, would you like to introduce yourself? If you don't want to show your video, that's fine. Just introduce yourself, what you do, and then what you expect from this session.
Okay, let me just go. My name is Ayomide. I'm based in Lagos. Can you hear me?
Very clearly.
Good. So, currently in the tech space, I build products, right? So, I'm basically, looking at, transitioning into the real estate space, to facilitate, basically different innovation around selling, repurchase, and, developments, basically. Thank you.
Awesome. You see what I'm talking about? It's like I need a service. So if I get it correctly, you're a programmer.
Yes, I manage softwares. I'm a product manager, right? I manage different software developments across the country from the government side to private sector, basically.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Okay, so I shared my number in the WhatsApp, sorry, in the chat box. Please just send me a message on WhatsApp, then we can have further conversations. All right. So, is there anybody? All our beautiful ladies, is as you guys are keeping your sweet, sweet voices to yourself. Life is not like that. I want one female to introduce themselves so we can move forward quickly. I'm saying Amina. I'm saying let me see. Rosemary. Yes. Amaka. I'm calling all your names. Is there anyone else that wants to introduce themselves? Okay, without further ado, let me go straight to introducing our speaker for the day. Mr. Moses Obe is a purposeful leader, balancing roles as a team leader, personal development coach, convener. He founded the Movasti 10x Finance and Productivity Challenge, where thought leaders impart knowledge to young people, funded by Movacity. His personal development initiative aimed at equipping individuals for competitive success. A banking and finance graduate of University of Benin and a candidate at the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, Moses is dedicated to inspiring positive change in youth. Leadership roles including Director of Welfare and Governorship aspirant at the University of Benin highlights his commitment to transformational leadership both in and out of academics. Moses' talents in public speaking and sales have helped organizations achieve their goals, and his expertise extends internationally as a project manager and real estate consultant. He is committed and determined to tasks given to him, which makes him always exceptional. He's on board in thriving firms as a lead trainer, coach, and sales consultant. Without further ado, let's put a round of applause, your favorite emoji, claps, and power emoji to welcome Mr. Moses. Over to you, sir.
You so much. I was just blushing as you were reading the bio. All right. Good morning, everyone. Please kindly confirm if you
Yes, we can hear you very clearly. Okay, I think you might be having some network glitches.
can confirm. Just confirm if you can hear me. Let's begin.
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
All right. All
If you
right.
were in yesterday's session, you welcome him better. Drop fire emojis, clap, celebration, all of them together. Love, love, love. It's his beard that me I'm jealous of, but it's alright.
Sure, you want the wine me now. All right, guys, today is gonna be powerful again. I'm blushing. Let me not use my. Let me not show my face. All right, so today we're gonna be talking about prospecting. Prospecting. That's what we're gonna be talking about today. Like prospecting mastery, how to find and qualify leads daily. Yesterday was such a powerful one, so we're going to be covering this in less than 20 minutes. So, once again, I want us to be very, very active. I want us to be very, very receptive. Whatever stands out to you in the course of this session, please do well to put it on the chat box. I will say that you guys are one of the most active audience I've spoken to in a long while. I mean, I love the energy, I love the feedback. I just love, in fact, as at yesterday, I just love the fact that we are people that implement. Do you know that? What's his name? This my guy that I sent yesterday. He actually did the video for me. I said I was going to share it. He did the video for me and he told me that don't worry, a trial will convince you. Mari is a very good video editor, and I've been looking out at getting a video editor. And guess what? He just reached out to me and he did a video for me, and I love it. So it is not just about learning; it is about implementing. All of the things I'm going to be sharing are not what I just conjured up. They are things that I have learned and they are working for me. So please, I want you to make this commitment with me. Just make this commitment because there is something like affirmation. It helps all over my room. In fact, I made a frame. I littered everywhere with good affirmation while I'm waking up. That's the first thing I'm seeing. I make sales in hundreds of thousands. I make sales in hundreds of millions. I have a target. I have a goal for the year. I put it there. Let me see it. And I also put it, I'm doing something every day to add to myself. So it is not just by you affirming, it is by you taking action. I did one. I made a frame. I said, in the things I set my heart to achieve, I go for it and I grow with it. I am exceptional at what I do, and I put my face, I put my name. You know, as I'm waking up, I'm seeing it, and I'm just feeling good. Like, yeah, my dreams are valid. Even in the days where I don't have anything, Sapa don't hold me. Sapa they hold you with us too. I just say to myself, Kai, my dreams are valid. It does not matter what I'm going through right now. I would actually achieve what I set my heart to achieve.
Okay, I think he had a network
Sorry
glitch.
about that.
Okay, great, great. So we
Yeah,
have 15 minutes more.
no
Let me
problem.
put you on hot seat.
So I tell myself that it does not matter what I'm going through, I would actually achieve what I set my heart to. So let's quickly make this affirmation. Say this with me on the chat box. Input your name. Put your name to it. Say that I always implement the things I learn. Add your name. Hi, Moses Ove. Let me do mine. Hi,
I
Moses
always
Ove.
implement. Anything I learn, I always implement.
Yeah, add your name. Everything I learn, I would always implement. Let's do that fast. Everything I learn, I would always implement. This is a confession. This is an affirmation you are making. Let's do that fast. Yeah, I'm waiting. One, two, three, four. Then we begin. Okay. Please, let's keep doing that. So, everything I learn, I would always implement. So, today we're going to be talking about prospecting daily, gaining mastery. Prospecting mastery, how to find and qualify leads daily. So yesterday we discussed about strategies to apply in order to gain mastery. Today we will delve into what will bring the results, which is prospecting. Prospecting is crucial for real estate brokers, with our brokers, consultants. There are many things you can do in the real estate space, but one of the things that tie everyone together is sales. Even the surveyor, he needs clients, even the developer, even the consultant, even the agent, even the broker, whatever you are, even the manager, facility manager, project manager, you always need clients. So one of the ways to get clients, many persons complain. Let me tell you one thing I've discovered. I was listening to Paul Fo, and how many of us know Paul Fo? Thank you. I'm saying our confession. And he was like, one of the things he suffer is that Nigerians like to delegate their sales into the hands of God. Oh, we like to delegate our sales too much into God's hand. I have prayed, God will do it. While you are waiting on God, God is actually waiting on you. So, what are you doing? What are you doing to make sales? You cannot just be fasting and be praying and you are not taking massive action. So, are you getting it? So, we need to do something. All right. So, let's delve in. What are the strategies, practical strategies to prospect? Social media. Again, social media is here to help. Social media is here to give us a leverage. Social media, we need to leverage platforms like Facebook, like Instagram, like LinkedIn, like Twitter to target clients. Some of us are just on this platform. We are just consumers. We are not producers. What are you creating? What are you creating? What are you creating? Let people know you for something. I said yesterday that if you cannot post every day, have one day in a week. If it's Saturday, stick to a time. Let people always expect something from you. Don't just go to these platforms to consume. Post something. Are you getting it? Leverage on this platform. On Facebook, build a personal brand there. One guy said that he lost a big sales. He lost a big sales because back then, 2010, he went to the beach, he wore a pants, he wore a singlet, he carried one champagne in his hand, and then he was just flexing with some two babes beside him. And then 10 years later, he applied for a big deal. And then when he applied for a big deal, they said, okay, let's go and check you out. Guess what? One of the things that popped up was his flexing life of 10 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy lost the deal because the impression they had of him was like, you are not a decent guy. We can't give you our money. But now he's an MD. He's doing well, but he forgot to delete some flexings that he has flexed before he repented. Let me use that word. Before he repented. So sometimes we might just need to delete some things. We might just need to delete some things that we have saved there and upload it with new information. So it's time to start leveraging our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, build a personal brand and be consistent. Do you get that? If you understand that, let me see it in the chat box. Just type I got that. Let's go. Secondly, online advertising. I'm giving us strategies, the things we are doing that is working for us. Utilize Google Ads, Facebook Ads, and other targeted advertising platforms. It was recently I was having a conversation. I think, okay, it was even this morning I saw Debbie Startups that she deleted a video like 5 years ago, or was it 1 year ago, and the video popped up again. Debbie, are you here? That was actually what can happen, just to confirm again that if you are actually building your brand, be intentional about what you are putting out there. You are a realtor and you have not seen the needs to run ads. You play. You are just playing. You are a consultant. Somebody told me that, Moses, when you made the biggest sales of your life, what did you do with the money? When we make sales, one of the things that always comes up is, Omo, you have done enough. Just go and flex. That money that you have made, what percentage are you putting back into your business? It could be, okay, you might need to get a new suit so as to appear clean, make videos. You might need to run ads. You just have to put back money into that business. And one of the things you can put back the money that you have made, even if it's small sales, run ads, run ads, run ads. I have said it. Referrals is the third thing. Encourage happy clients to refer friends and family in exchange for incentives. And it is not just about referral, it is about you satisfying your customers well. That's excellent customer service. Let me tell you this: a satisfied client is an automatic referral. When you treat a client well, that client become your evangelist. That client become your brand evangelist. They start telling others about you. So while you are busy out there looking for referrals, the people who have bought from you, Give them exceptional customer service. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Give them exceptional customer service. There was a guy who came to our office. He was having what was it called? He was having a lot of stereotypes. He said he was not going to buy real estate because they have actually scammed him. And me, I have a grace. The grace I have is, in as much as you want to buy real estate, don't just near me. If you near me and I talk to you, as I'm talking to you physically, I'm praying spiritually, I'm doing everything I need to do, because real estate is spiritual too. Most of the sales I've made, I get this stuff like, oh God, is this thing going to come true? After I've done all my hard work, I get to pray a lot to guarantee the result. I was praying and I saw it in my dream that this guy would say, okay, no wahala, let's go for it. And just when the guy was about changing his mind, that was the word he used, no wahala, let's go for it. And he paid. Somebody getting what I'm saying? And when this guy came, he was having a lot of objections, and I cancelled out all his objections. When he came to the office, we treated him well. We did everything we could. We drove him down, only him inside our exotic car. We drove him, we showed him, we just gave him all the pampering in the world. My people, when we got to the site, this guy told me, bro, I was planning on buying one before, please can I buy two? When you treat customers well, they see the need to buy more and they refer you. So leverage your referrals. You are doing real estate, people in your circle don't know you are doing real estate. How will they refer you? Let people know you. And then the people you have been able to sell to, sell well, do them well, treat them like kings and queens so that they can refer you. Did somebody get that? Yesterday, I shared about networking events, attend open houses, attend conferences. Guys, this is not the time to be a melancholy. This is not the time to be a sanguine. Let me say, this is not the time to be what do they call those people that are always to themselves? Oh, this is not the
Introvert.
time to be that. Huh?
An introvert.
This is not the time to be an introvert. God bless you, sir. Oh, I'm an introvert. I don't like going out. No, money is in where people are gathered. Wherever two or more are gathered, there is money in their midst. If you have not learned how to collect money from people by networking with them, by interacting with them, you are leaving money on the table. So one of the ways to prospect is to what? Attend events, conferences, connect with potential clients. I have attended events whereby I was not there so that they can buy from me immediately. Just like I was saying yesterday, I was there to build and nurture the relationship. And eventually, when the thought of buying comes to their mind, they either buy from me or they refer me. Guys, are you getting what I'm saying? What are you doing with your Saturdays? Go for events. The ones that you need to pay, pay. The ones that you can get for free, get it. The ones that you can volunteer, volunteer. Just make sure you are doing something to meet people every week. Networking can never go wrong. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Let's go to cold calling. Reach out to potential clients through phone calls, emails, and direct mail. Reach out to potential clients. Don't just sit there and expect money to fall on your laps. It does not work that way. You have to work hard. Reach out, reach out, reach out, guys. Lead generation. You need to utilize lead generation. Somebody was talking about CRM. Okay, the video we watched before this session started. CRM tools. You might need to start learning these things, guys. Real estate is not a business that you sit down and do nothing and expect the results to come. No, this is not a business whereby, oh, God, I've been serving you, come and reward me. This is not the house of God. This is business. You are dealing with unbelievers, you are dealing with believers, you are dealing with Christians, you are dealing with pagans. And the rule applies to everyone. If you do what somebody else is doing that is bringing results, you would also get results. Follow up. Follow up. Just because somebody has said they will buy from you is not enough for you to just leave them. Follow up. Follow up strategically. Now, there's a difference between when you are following up somebody and when you are disturbing somebody. And one of the tips of following up is to offer value. Offer value. See, I have followed up a client to an extent where the client starts seeing me as family. Don't forget, anyone who is a prospect or a client who has already bought from you, they are not people to be treated anyhow. If somebody can trust enough to buy from you, it means they can actually refer you if you treat them well. This guy was actually my client, and I treated him well so much that the guy just fell in love with me. He even dashed me money. And by the time he wanted to do his wedding, guess what? He invited me. He paid all my money. He bought my suit. He bought everything. And said, "Guy, I want you to be at my wedding. I just met this guy through a colleague that could not convince him, and they brought him to me. I spoke to him. I convinced him, and then I attended his wedding. And in his wedding, his dad was actually taking time to get to the wedding. Guess what? This guy said, Moses, please come and sign as my father because we are now family. How well are you following up on your clients? How well are you building a thriving relationship with your customers? Let's quickly round up with this. Tips for success. Some things that you can do to succeed. Consistency. Be consistent. Prospecting is an ongoing process, guys. It's not one thing that you just do once and expect to see results. Yesterday, I was sharing with us how that my mentor in Canada would tell me, Moses, are you doing real estate as an hobby or you are doing real estate as a business? If you are doing real estate as an hobby, you can post anytime you like. But if you are doing real estate as a business, be consistent. If you are posting by 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., stick to it. Whether you are feeling like you are not feeling like, God's so good. We now have, you can automate it. I can just drop a post and say, this post should go live by 4 p.m. And good, it will. But some of us are not ready to be consistent. We are still seeing real estate. Oh, I just love it. You just do it when you feel like, no, this is the time to be consistent. And I discovered that the reason why some persons are not consistent is because they don't even have a target. I was listening to Mr. Joe Terhile in one of the sessions I invited him for a real estate company in Warri. And he was telling us that if you want to make sales, tie your sales to a problem. Maybe you want to relocate from where you are currently. Tie it like, if the current rent you are paying is 2 million, increase the rent to 10 million so that you can be restless to go and look for the money. If you are somebody who is not consistent before, you will now see the need to be consistent. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? So one of the tips for success is consistency. Everybody type on the chat box. Consistency is key. Please type it on the chat box. Consistency is what? It's key. You can never go wrong being consistent. Second tips for success: be authentic. Build genuine relationship with clients, with prospects, with customers. Build genuine relationship. Thank you. I'm saying that. Consistency is key. Yeah, I'm rounding up now. Consistency is key. Build genuine relationships. You cannot do real estate like a robot. You have to be authentic. And one of the ways that you can be authentic is to build authority. Go back to that yesterday teaching. Implement just 2 out of the things I shared with you. If you did not get results, come back to me. At the end of the month, I will give you 200K for free. If you implement 2 and it's not working, I will give you 200K for trying and not working. We are not ready to really be authentic. We just feel like, okay, the sales will come when it wants to come. No. When you build genuine relationship with potential clients, they get to like you, they get to trust you, and they get to refer you. Third tips for success: stay organized. Stay organized. Some of us want to lead people, but we are not leading ourselves. Some of us we want to manage projects, we want to manage community, we want to manage tasks, but we are not ready to really be organized. Managing and organizing starts from managing and organizing yourself. So organize yourself. I will wake up by this time. When I wake up, I will do this, I will do that. That is the same thing you are doing for your business. Whether I feel like or I don't feel like, by 10 a.m., I'm going to be using these tools to prospect. I'm going to be using this to send bulk SMS. I'm going to be using this to manage this community. Until you start staying organized, you will not be much productive. Lastly, learn continuously. Stay updated on industry trend and best practices. I emphasized yesterday, go for knowledge, grow with knowledge, practice, 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 practice. If you see the need to learn, in your learning, you are meeting people of like-minded. I think Coach Paul Fo was sharing that in one of the events that he attended, he was consistent. Like it was just like, in this event, I'm going to contribute something. And when I contribute, when you go to event, don't just sit down like you are not ordinary. You have value to dish out. If they ask questions and you can answer it. If they ask for contributions and you have something to say, contribute. This man said they actually contributed something, and just by contributing, one man walked up to him and like, oh wow, I love the way you speak. We could do something together. And that was how they exchanged contact. Before you knew it, he helped that man to sell a property in the UK, and that happened to be the highest sale he has ever made. Learn continuously. You cannot sell real estate with old knowledge. New innovations are coming in day by day. Stay adaptive. There is no way you will not implement these stuffs. There is no way you will implement these stuffs and you will not see results. Prospecting can give you money. People that are making sales are doing something every day. What are you doing? I'm going to be giving an assignment. The assignment I'm going to be giving, you can actually send it to my DM so that let me say I will give a free consultation to some persons who are ready, who are serious. I want to serve as and accountability team members to people who are ready. Write a customer avatar. Come up with a customer avatar. Some of us don't really know the people we are serving. Come up with a customer avatar. Who are my customers? What is keeping them awake in the night? What is their pain point? What is their problem? What is their target? What is their budget? What are they willing to invest their money in? Make a research about it and come up with that avatar. And when you do that, come up with something that you can use to prospecting tools that I just shared. Are you going to be using social media? If you're going to be using social media, choose a dominating social media platform and tell me what you are going to be doing daily, weekly, or monthly in order to attract clients. That will be all for today. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Moses Ove.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you, Mr. Moses, and I hope to win the spot for the accountability thingy. And I'm looking forward to submitting the assignment ASAP. And thank you. Yesterday's session was really powerful, but I was unable to because um I was in a really noisy environment and I was unable to type because I was at work. But I
Okay.
just want to appreciate you and you are making impacts and your impact will be felt by the world and the world is a better place to be in. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Thank you.
I don't know if
I
it's
don't
only
know if
from my
it's only
side,
from my
but
side,
it's getting
Oh,
less.
your network is bad. So, guys, thank you so much for joining. Mr. Moses, we learned so much. My God, you are so full of value. Like, ah, anybody does not implement this strategy. Ah, God. So he said you should message him for accountability. I believe you were able to like put down the things that you said you should send to him. Another thing I want you guys to do is that I want you to drop the things you have learned today, what stood out for you in the WhatsApp group, so that others will see that you are actually gaining massive value. Thank you so much, Mr. Moses. Thank you so much. Please say thank you in the comment section. I want to see messages. Like I want to see messages. Like I'm just seeing
I'm
blue
just I'm
messages.
just I'm just
Thank you, Mr. Moses. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. See you winning. Bye.